热爱生活，分享人生。大家好，我是叶子叶先生。我们继续和 Dr. Dave 聊一切，聊所有。As a doctor, you're a scientist. What do you think about COVID?
Well,
sorry, I don't want to breathe this too heavy. It's just
it was a big surprise.
Yes,
to the whole world. I think the world has learned a lot. The world is forever different because of it. From what we've learned, and we've learned medical level, we've learned unbelievable. And just the fact that we could get these vaccines done and rolled out to, you know, we still haven't done Africa properly. Or, you know, there's some huge problems there. But we recognize those problems, so the technical aspects is unbelievable. So that's changed medicine. In English, we have an expression, I don't know if you have it in Chinese, where there's a line in the sand. Everything on this side is one thing, and everything on the other side is another thing. Almost overnight, there's a difference.
Okay.
Like Jaco Pastorius playing the bass.
Sorry?
Do you know Jaco Pastorius, the bass player?
No. I'm not a bass player. Sorry. So what happened to him?
Nothing happened to him.
Did
you know Jimi Hendrix, the guitar player?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, there's guitar playing before JimiHendrix, and then there's guitar playing after Jimi Hendrix.
He changed everything. Arrow. Okay.
So the RNA vaccines for COVID, that's medicine before COVID, and now medicine is forever changed.
Okay, so
in a good way.
As a scientist, do you believe in vaccine?
No, of course.
Yeah? So we have, you know, in our band, we have friends who doesn't even believe COVID exists. What do you think about those things?
So I think it's very important, and this goes back to social justice again. So if we look at what the average age of living is now, in Canada, I think it's 82 or something.
Oh wow, it's higher.
But if we looked 100 years ago, it was probably in the 40s. You know, some people would live long, but many people died before they were 5 years old, right? So if we were to say, well, what's the thing that has changed life expectancy, how long you're going to live, more than anything? There's two things, right? Clean water and vaccines.
Oh,
that's it.
Okay.
That explains all of the high-tech, you know, stents in your heart and all of that.
Okay.
So what's done it? Clean water,
and
because all the diseases that come with water, and vaccines, so no one gets polio now, and you know, all of these things. So do I believe in vaccines? Yes.
So a lot of people were afraid of the vaccine this time because it came out so fast. As a scientist, you work in the industry. Can you explain a little bit?
Well, so when they say it came out so fast, yes and no.
Okay.
The technology is more than 20 years old. What came out so fast is they were able to adapt the technology to this virus. That's what was fast.
Okay.
The technology exists.
It's already there,
But what they did so quickly is that, well, the Chinese laboratory in Wuhan, is it?
Sorry? Wuhan, yes.
Yeah, Wuhan. They actually determined what the genetics of the virus was.
Okay.
Right? They were the first in the world. And what is the first thing they did? They published it so everyone could see it.
Okay.
So that was a huge thing that China did.
Okay.
That people don't recognize. That was huge.
Okay.
So when they published it, within 2 weeks, the Australian group had figured out what this genetic code meant and how to target the part of the coronavirus to make an immune thing.
Okay.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
But then the companies, you know, the Swedish and the British and eventually the Russians and the Chinese and everyone else jumped on and said, okay, well, let's make a vaccine that targets that. In the RNA, I'm talking about the RNA virus vaccines now, which is the vast majority of them.
Okay.
So they came out with their way. So what was new was being able to package that information into something that you could inject it into lots of people.
Okay.
That's what was new.
Okay.
The technology was there.
It was already there. Okay.
They figured out what to target, you know, what part of the virus, because you just get a little bit of it. You know, they get those little spikes on the, you know, they target that little bit there. And that teaches your immune system about it. And in fact, it's because most of the, well, I'm going to say almost all of the vaccines up to that point for polio and pertussis and tetanus and everything at one time were made from animal products. Sometimes eggs. So what you did is you grow the polio virus.
Into the egg?
Yeah, because they make a factory.
Okay.
Right? And then you don't kill it 100%.
You leave
it 95%. You kill it or whatever. I don't know what that is.
You leave some for the human body to kill.
Right.
Okay.
And then you inject it in there. That was dangerous.
Oh.
Because you're actually injecting the actual virus, live,
into your body.
weakened virus, attenuated virus. That's not all, but that. So we got used to that, right?
Okay.
And the first vaccine was for smallpox, and that came from another disease called cowpox, where they scraped it off this infection and put it in people's arms. That was dangerous.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I feel like this episode is going to be very hard for me to put the subtitles on because lots of professional words, but it's okay.
Okay, but anyway, to make a long story short, so the RNA vaccine was among the safest approaches.
Okay.
Because we weren't injecting the whole coronavirus into you.
Okay, RNA.
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
It's one of the genetic things. It's ribonucleic acid.
Oh, okay.
It's like DNA.
Oh, okay.
It's DNA, but
this is RNA.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have DNA and RNA in our bodies.
Okay.
The virus works on RNA.
Okay.
Most viruses do. So we didn't inject the coronavirus into you.
Okay.
We injected a little part of the message to make it.
Okay.
Not the virus.
Okay.
The message to make the virus, but only a little bit.
Okay.
Only just like the tip of your finger. Here's the whole virus. We've injected the message to how to make this into your body. And your immune system says, oh, well, that's weird. I think I should fight that. If I ever see that again, if I ever see that message again, I'm going to assume it's the COVID whole virus and attack it.
Okay.
Okay? So it's about the safest way you could do it.
It's not even a virus. It's just a message.
It's the message for a tiny little bit of it.
Do you have any students who are anti-vacciner?
No.
No?
No. So in medicine, we had a demand that all students have to be vaccinated. And guess what? They all were.
Yes.
Because we had to think, well, what if we get a student who says, no, I'm not going to be vaccinated? I talked to the dean about this. The dean would have a conversation with the student and say, well, perhaps you shouldn't be in medicine.
If you don't even trust it, then why are you going to be here, right? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Do something else. Yeah. So I can think of no reason to be against the vaccine. And now that, I don't know, the number of shots that have been giving out in the world is in the billions. Right? And how many people have had serious side effects? Some. But it's probably in the hundreds. Maybe in the thousands. Out of billions. So it's about the safest vaccine treatment that's ever been done in the history of mankind.
So it's pretty successful, actually.
It's unbelievable. So that's unbelievable. So there's the part of this I talked about medically earlier, where line in the sand, RNA. So we're going to use RNA now to attack cancer.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So actually,
we're going to find
COVID actually helped us to develop more
no question, no question.
Oh.
So with the technology now, if you can find, so if you have a cancer cell, it's growing, and it's a certain kind of skin cell that shouldn't be there, because it starts taking over, right? We can find out what's different on that skin cell, take that message, put it in a vaccine, and your immune system will start to fight just those skin cells, not these ones, but just the bad ones. So there is a new approach to treating cancer.
Wow.
The other part of the COVID is that many people in this world, in the poorer countries, have not got the vaccine.
I know, sadly, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The good news is that we all recognize that. You know, because for so many years we've let people die of all of these diseases, you know, and children dying before the age of 5 and things like that, people starving to death, you know, avoidable things. I think the conversation in the world has changed.
Yeah, that's good, huh?
Yeah, I believe that.
Okay.
So in terms of social justice, it's not that we've achieved that social justice yet, but I think
we're on the way.
If you talk to the next 10 people walking down the street, they would all agree.
Yeah.
Right? So that's new.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some wacky people, but very few.
Yeah, very few, yeah.
Right? Even that trucker thing, you know, that nonsense, the trucker thing in Ottawa, more than 90% of the truckers were all vaccinated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that gives me some hope for mankind and for your son and my children to live in a better world.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. 谢谢收看本期的节目，我们下期节目再见。
Thank you again.